My beloved child, before you continue with your day, listen to me for just a moment. I know you've been carrying a burden that has become too heavy for your heart. Today, I want you to stop carrying it alone and place it into my hands. My beloved child, I have been watching you more closely than you realize. I have seen the smile you wear in front of others while hiding the weight you carry inside. I know about the silent battles that no one else notices. I know the worries that keep returning to your mind when the room becomes quiet. I know the questions that you have asked over and over again, wondering when life will finally become easier. My child, you do not have to hide any of these things from me because I already know your heart completely and I love you exactly where you are. There have been days when you felt strong enough to keep moving, but there have also been days when simply getting out of bed felt like climbing a mountain. You tried to stay positive. You tried to encourage yourself. You tried to convince everyone around you that everything was fine. Yet deep inside, you were carrying burdens that became heavier with every passing day. My beloved child, I never asked you to carry those burdens alone. From the very beginning, I desired that you would bring them to me instead of allowing them to slowly steal your peace. You have carried worries about your future. You have carried disappointment from your past. You have carried fear about things that have not even happened yet. Little by little, those worries have become so familiar that you almost forgot what it feels like to live with true peace. But today I want to remind you that fear was never meant to become your closest companion. My peace is what I desire for your heart. My peace is stronger than your anxiety, greater than your uncertainty, and deeper than every question you cannot yet answer. Sometimes you believe that if you think about your problems long enough, you will eventually find the perfect solution. So you replay every conversation, every mistake, and every possible future in your mind. You lie awake at night, searching for answers that never seem to come. But instead of finding peace, you become more exhausted. My child, worrying has never created tomorrow's solution. It has only stolen today's strength. I never created your mind to be a prison filled with endless fear. I created your heart to rest in my love. There are moments when you tell yourself that you must be strong all the time. You believe that asking for help is a sign of weakness. You believe that if you admit your struggles, people will think less of you. But let me tell you something that can change your life forever. Real strength is not pretending that you have no burdens. Real strength is trusting me enough to place those burdens into my hands. Faith is not saying, I can handle everything. Faith is saying, Lord, I know you can carry what I cannot. My beloved child, I have never been disappointed when you came to me with an honest heart. I have never turned away someone who sincerely asked for my help. You do not have to use perfect words when you pray. You do not have to pretend that your faith is stronger than it feels today. Come to me just as you are. If your heart is tired, tell me. If your mind is overwhelmed, tell me. If your hope feels weak, tell me. I already know these things, but I want you to experience the freedom that comes from placing them into my hands instead of carrying them alone. There are burdens you were never meant to carry. You were never meant to carry every disappointment by yourself. You were never meant to carry every fear about tomorrow. You were never meant to carry the opinions of people who do not understand your journey. You were never meant to carry guilt for mistakes that I have already forgiven. Those burdens become chains when you refuse to release them. But the moment you place them before me, those chains begin to lose their power over your heart. Do not believe the lie that says your situation is hopeless. I have seen situations that looked impossible become beautiful testimonies. I have brought light into places filled with darkness. I have restored hearts that believed they could never heal. I have opened doors that everyone else believed would remain closed forever. What seems impossible to you has never been impossible for me. My power has never been limited by human circumstances. My child, there is a reason I am speaking to your heart today. This message is not an accident. While you thought you were searching for encouragement, I was already reaching toward you. I knew this moment would come long before you pressed play. I wanted you to hear these words because I refuse to let fear have the final voice in your life. My voice speaks hope. My voice speaks peace. My voice speaks life into places where discouragement has been growing for far too long. So before you continue with your day, take a quiet moment in your heart. Breathe deeply. Stop carrying every burden by your own strength. Release the weight that has been exhausting your soul. Place every fear, every unanswered question, every disappointment, and every hidden tear into my hands. Because as soon as you begin to let go of what has been weighing you down, I can begin showing you the freedom that I have wanted you to experience all along. And before I show you how that freedom begins, there is something else your heart must understand first. My beloved child, the burden you have been carrying did not appear all at once. It grew little by little. One disappointment was added to another. One unanswered question became two. One painful memory was joined by another until, before you realized it, your heart had become so heavy that even simple moments of joy seemed difficult to enjoy. I have watched you carry this weight for longer than you were ever meant to, and today I am gently asking you to stop holding on to what I have been waiting to carry for you. Many people believe that peace comes after every problem disappears. They tell themselves, when everything is finally fixed, then I will be able to rest. But my child, if that were true, very few people would ever experience peace. True peace is not found in a life without challenges. True peace is found in trusting me in the middle of those challenges. When you allow my presence to become greater than your problems, your heart begins to experience a calm that circumstances cannot take away. I know there are questions that remain unanswered. I know there are situations that still confuse you. There are moments when you ask, Lord, why did this happen? Or why did that opportunity disappear? My child, I do not become offended by your honest questions. I understand your desire to know why. But there are times when the answer you need is not an explanation. It is my presence. My presence will strengthen you even before every question has been answered. Think about how many times you have worried about something that never actually happened. Fear has a way of creating stories that seem real, even when they are not. It whispers that the worst is coming. It tells you that you will fail, that you will be alone, or that nothing will ever change. But fear is not the author of your future. I am. And my plans for you are not written by fear. They are written with wisdom, love, and hope. My beloved child, do not underestimate the power of one faithful step. Sometimes you become overwhelmed because you are trying to see the entire journey at once. You want every answer before taking the next step. But I have always guided my children one step at a time. When you trust me with today's step, I will give you the strength for tomorrow's step when tomorrow arrives. You do not need tomorrow's strength today because my grace is always given at the right moment. There are also burdens you continue carrying because you believe they define who you are. You remember your mistakes more clearly than my mercy. You remember your failures more often than my forgiveness. You remember the words of people who hurt you more than the words I speak over your life. My child, it is time to change what your heart chooses to hold on to. Hold on to my promises instead of your fears. Hold on to my love instead of your guilt. Hold on to my truth instead of the lies that have discouraged you. The voices around you may tell you that you are not enough, but I say that your value has never depended on the opinions of people. I created you with purpose. I know your heart completely. I see not only who you are today, but also who you are becoming through every season of your life. Do not believe that your difficult season has been meaningless. Even now, I am shaping your character in ways you cannot fully understand. Compassion grows through hardship. Patience grows through waiting. Wisdom grows through experience. Faith grows when you continue trusting me despite uncertainty. Nothing you have walked through has been wasted when you place it in my hands. My beloved child, I smile every time you choose hope instead of despair. I delight when you continue praying after long seasons of waiting. I rejoice when you choose kindness after being hurt. These moments may seem small to the world, but they are precious in my sight because they reveal a heart that is learning to trust me more deeply. Do not allow one difficult chapter to convince you that your entire story will end in disappointment. I am still writing your story. The page you are living today is not the final page. There are chapters ahead filled with unexpected joy, new opportunities, restored peace, and blessings that will remind you that I was with you through every step of the journey. Even now, while you are listening to these words, I am already working in ways you cannot see. I am opening paths where you see obstacles. I am strengthening you in places where you feel weak. I am preparing moments that will one day make you look back with gratitude instead of regret. So do not pick up the burden again after placing it into my hands. Leave it with me. Walk forward in faith instead of returning to fear. Trust that I am already carrying what has been too heavy for you. And as you continue walking beside me, there is an even deeper truth I want to place within your heart. A truth that will change the way you see every burden from this day forward. My beloved child, one of the greatest gifts I want to give you is not simply a life without struggles, but a heart that remains peaceful even when struggles come. The world believes peace comes when every problem disappears. But my peace is different. It is a peace that remains steady when life feels uncertain. It is a peace that stays with you when answers seem delayed. It is a peace that reminds you that even though you cannot control everything, you are safely held by the one who can. I know there are mornings when you wake up already feeling tired. Before the day even begins, your mind starts replaying unfinished conversations, unanswered prayers, financial concerns, family responsibilities, and fears about what tomorrow may bring. My child, I never intended for your first thoughts each morning to be filled with anxiety. I want your heart to remember that before you face any challenge, my presence is already with you. Before you take your first step each day, I am already walking beside you. Before you speak your first word, I already know what your heart needs. Before you face your first difficulty, I have already prepared the grace you will need. You are never facing life alone. Sometimes you ask me to remove every mountain from your path. Yet there are moments when I choose to walk with you over the mountain instead of removing it. Not because I enjoy seeing you struggle, but because there are strengths you will discover only by trusting me through the climb. When you finally reach the other side, you will realize that you became stronger, wiser, more compassionate, and more confident in my faithfulness than you ever imagined possible. My beloved child, do not allow temporary emotions to become permanent beliefs. There will be days when you feel discouraged, but that does not mean hope has disappeared. There will be days when you feel weak, but that does not mean you have been abandoned. There will be days when you feel uncertain, but that does not mean your future is uncertain in my hands. Your feelings are real, but they do not always tell the whole story. My promises remain true even on the days when your emotions struggle to believe them. I know you have asked, Lord, when will this burden finally end? My child, some burdens disappear in a single moment. Others become lighter little by little as you continue walking with me. But every burden becomes easier to carry when you stop carrying it alone. The mistake many people make is that they pray for a few minutes and then immediately pick the burden back up with worry. Today, I invite you to do something different. Leave it with me. Leave your fears with me. Leave your regrets with me. Leave your unanswered questions with me. Leave your future with me. Do not return tomorrow to collect what you have already surrendered today. Trust that I am faithful enough to carry what you cannot. There are people who have hurt you deeply. Their words still echo in your mind. Their actions still bring pain whenever you remember them. I know forgiveness feels difficult. I know healing takes time. I am not asking you to pretend the pain never happened. I am asking you not to allow that pain to become the ruler of your future. When you place your wounds into my hands, healing begins. It may not happen all at once, but every day you trust me, your heart becomes a little freer than it was before. My beloved child, never believe that your best days are behind you. That is one of the enemy's greatest lies. As long as I have given you another day to live, I still have purpose for your life. There are people you will encourage without even realizing it. There are conversations that will bring hope to someone who is ready to give up. There are opportunities I am preparing that will arrive at the perfect moment. Your story is still unfolding, and I have not finished writing it. Even now, while you are listening to my voice, I am quietly working beyond what your eyes can see. I am opening doors you have not yet reached. I am protecting you from dangers you never noticed. I am arranging moments that will one day remind you that my timing has always been perfect. One day you will look back and realize that what felt like a heavy burden became the very place where you learned to trust me more deeply than ever before. So keep walking, my beloved child. Keep praying even when you do not yet see the answer. Keep believing even when doubt whispers. Keep choosing hope. My beloved child, as this message comes to its conclusion, I want you to remember one truth above all others. You were never meant to carry life by yourself. From the very beginning, my desire has been to walk beside you, not only during your victories, but also through every valley, every disappointment, and every unanswered question. There will be moments when you feel like giving up. There will be days when your strength feels almost gone. You may wonder if anyone truly understands the battle taking place inside your heart. but I understand. I know every silent tear you have cried. I know every prayer you whispered when no one else was listening. I know every night you stayed awake, asking me for direction, peace, or simply enough strength to make it through another day. And my beloved child, I have never ignored a single one of those moments. Every tear has been seen. Every prayer has been heard. Every act of faith has been remembered. Even when you felt forgotten by the world, you were never forgotten by me. Do not believe the lie that says you have to be perfect before coming to me. You do not need perfect faith for me to love you. You do not need perfect words for me to hear you. Come with your doubts. Come with your fears. Come with your broken heart. Come with your unanswered questions. I am not waiting for a perfect version of you. I am inviting the real you into my presence. My child, there are things ahead that will make today's burden seem so small. There are mornings when you will wake up with joy instead of fear. There are answers that are already moving toward you. There are doors that I am preparing to open. There are blessings that are growing quietly, even though you cannot yet see them. Never think that because nothing changed overnight, nothing is changing at all. Some of my greatest works happen quietly. Just as a seed grows beneath the soil long before anyone sees it, I am working beneath the surface of your life. Every day, I am shaping circumstances. I am preparing hearts. I am guiding your steps. I am protecting you from dangers you never noticed. One day you will look back and realize that even in the seasons when you thought nothing was happening, I was accomplishing more than you could have imagined. So release the burden you have carried for so long. Release the fear that has been stealing your peace. Release the guilt that I have already forgiven. Release the anxiety that keeps telling you the worst is coming. Give it all to me. Replace fear with faith. Replace worry with trust. Replace discouragement with hope. When anxious thoughts return, and they may, do not fight them alone. Turn your heart toward me again. Speak to me. Sit quietly in my presence. Remember my promises. One conversation with me can bring more peace than hours of worrying ever could. My beloved child, your future is not being written by fear. It is being written by my faithful hands. Your story is not ending in defeat. It is moving toward hope. It is moving toward healing. It is moving toward purpose. Walk forward today knowing that you are deeply loved, completely seen, and never alone. Wherever you go, I will be with you. Whatever tomorrow brings, my grace will already be there waiting for you, and no burden will ever be greater than the love I have for you. So lift your head, take a deep breath, keep walking in faith, keep trusting my timing, keep believing that brighter days are ahead, because I am holding your hand and I will never let go. If this message brought peace to your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And if you want to receive more messages of hope, faith, and comfort from Jesus, subscribe and become part of this community. Remember this as you go through your day. You don't have to carry every burden alone. Jesus is with you. His love never fails, and his peace is always available to those who trust him. May the grace, peace, and love of Jesus Christ fill your heart today and always. God bless you. Amen.